Hey everyone, Justin with Bousquet Realty Group here. Happy Thursday. It's a beautiful day out in Connecticut, and this is the Ask a Question, Get an Answer from a Realtor series, day 13. Happy May 13th, everyone. I want to go ahead and just get this question out of the way. It's a great question. It's more of a seller-based question. It is, Justin, it came in via email. Justin, how do you guys price homes in this market today? Good question. So, as a listing agent, our primary focus, I am a listing agent, so my primary focus is to use some tools at my disposal and rely on my experience in seeing properties in your neighborhood that allow me to get a good idea of the type of home that you have and how we can compare it to other homes that are in the area. So we use some tools. Just like a carpenter or an auto mechanic, we have tools at our disposal that allow us to come up with fair market value of properties, comparative market analysis tools. We have a tool that measures AVM, which is automated valuation. It's an automated, I don't always screw that one up. AVM is an automated valuation model. And then we use RVM, which is a realtor valuation model. So we have all those. I'm not going to go into the base. I can go into the basic differences between AVM and RVM and CMA. Those are the acronyms for all three of those. AVM is automated. It uses public records to give you kind of an automated view of what your home may be based on small factors. The CMA is one of the bigger tools. And I think I use a combination of the CMA, comparative market analysis, and the RVM, which is the Realtors Valuation Property Tool. And one of those things that is in that tool is touring the property. You wonder why real estate agents try to get, if a real estate agent is going to quote you a price over the phone for how much you think your property is worth, they're really not doing their due diligence. They really need to be at the property to see the little ins and outs and the condition of the property. And then we have to compare those things against the things that we found in your neighborhood. So a real estate valuation model, a realtor's valuation model, uses a couple of things. Not only does it use public records, but it also pulls up the list of people that have sold their homes in the neighborhood recently. It also pulls up any kind of sales that have happened historically in that neighborhood, current value of properties that are there based on assessment data, as well as sales data or sales volume data. Then we look at the comparative market analysis, and then we look at houses that are selling in the area, have sold already, and things that have not sold, because we don't want to price our property too high. I know that seems kind of weird. Of course, you want to get the most amount of money for your home, but there's a fine line that you have to be in order to make sure that you're gathering excitement for your home and pricing it correctly, that you're going to get offers, and then being too high and people aren't submitting offers. The home sits on the market for a bunch of 30, 60, 90 days. And the next thing you know, as a seller, you guys are frustrated because the property hasn't sold, and you had a real estate agent that told you that's how much your property was worth, and they didn't do enough due diligence or enough research to say that that's how much your property is worth. So all those things I use to come up with a price for your neighborhood. Using a local realtor is important because they're able to get out to the property. They're able to identify the areas that the property may need some TLC or some attention. They're also able to come up with a range based on what they see, based on the area in which they're in. And if they're not coming armed with that information, if they can't answer your questions immediately, they just haven't done enough research in the area. And if you can get a real estate agent to tell you that and say, hey, listen, I haven't done enough enough research into your home or into your area because we just haven't had enough time. or whatever the excuse is, you can really kind of thumb through and kind of cross a lot of real estate agents off your list if you're interviewing multiple of them, which I always recommend. Always interview at least 1 or 2 or 3 real estate agents before you do anything. Coming equipped to a property with the correct information is very important. You never want to perceive value more than what it's worth, because it won't sell. That's the bottom line. In this market, when everything sells, it's pretty important to look and see if you see properties that are on the market, that have been on the market 30, 60, 90 days. In this market, there's something wrong. And that might just simply be that the real estate agent didn't do enough research, or not give you enough information, or give you a realistic number on what your home actually can sell for. They're just trying to put a listing together and get it on the market. So, to be quite honest with you, it's a great question because it opens up a lot of doors on the tools that real estate agents should be using to evaluate your property, as well as it gives you some insight into what you should be looking for when you interview a real estate agent, and what the data they should have on the property when they come there. They should come equipped with data. They should be able to showing up to your house and doing a walkthrough. Shouldn't take very long. Identifying the pain points or the areas in which there may be some improvement that might be needed to the property, and they should be able to give you at least a range of where they think your house should be based on what they have. And, I'm not, in my experience, if they're not coming with that, then I don't understand why you would hire them. I just don't. I think that you would really want to get at least a second opinion, if not a third. Experience matters when it comes to this stuff. So hiring listing agents to list properties for you is very important. So asking the right questions is a good thing. So just to recap, we use AVM, RVM, CMA. We also have to tour the property so we can see it and we can get a better handle on the condition. And if anybody who quotes you a price over the phone for your property, I don't know what to tell you guys. Probably not a good idea. It doesn't seem like they've done enough research to know, because I'm going to tell you right now, Google Images is great, but I mean, wouldn't you rather see the property in person? That's just me. All right, guys, enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's a beautiful day out here in Connecticut, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.